Kyler completed 3 passes for 32 yards before escaping a sack, then unleashing a 43-yard bomb that DeAndre Hopkins came down with despite 3 defenders being all over him. It was one of the most incredible scenes I've seen. Shannon, was it a better throw or a better catch?
Before I get to that, Skip, you deserve to lose. If you allow a team to go 75 yards in 30 seconds, you probably deserve to lose that game regardless of what transpired the last play. But given the last play and the heroics that happened between Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins, Skip, I'm going to say the catch. Because normally what they do in the Hail Mary, and it's hard to say this was a Hail Mary, is that you only go to that single receiver side if he's single coverage. Because normally when you go trip side, 3 receivers, Skip, they load everybody there knowing you're trying to get the tip or the carom. But DeAndre Hopkins had 3 guys on him. There was no reason other than the fact that he's DeAndre Hopkins for Kyler Murray to throw this ball. But Kyler did a great job of buying time, and that's what he's able to do, Skip, with those legs of his. Get out of harm's way, spin out, and throw the ball down the field. And DeAndre Hopkins, Skip, how he was able to, okay, he high-pointed the ball. Okay, that's one thing. Now you got to bring the ball down. You got 3 guys around you. They're clutching at you. They're pulling at you. But this goes to show you, Skip, if you do what you're supposed to do. See, everybody's trying to be a hero in Buffalo. I picked off Kyler Murray the last play. What are you supposed to do, Skip, on that play right there? Knock it down. Now, also, Sean McDermott, take a timeout because a field goal doesn't do anything for you. Take a timeout to make sure your defense is set. Okay, guys, this is the way we're going to play it. He did nothing. Why? Why would you go home with those 2 timeouts? Now, you know they don't transfer over. You don't get 5 timeouts the first half next week. That doesn't happen. DeAndre Hopkins made an unbelievable play. I thought the Buffalo Bills did a great job, Skip, up until that point containing him. They did a great job up until that point containing Kyler Murray. They had picked him off, Skip. They had sacked him 3 times, and he just had a little over 200 yards passing the football. Didn't matter. For 59 minutes and 30 seconds, Skip, you did an unbelievable job. But the job was not complete. It's just like anything. It doesn't matter what you do until the beginning. Like, well, you got to get the rebound. We get the rebound, we got a shot. And we've seen teams miss the shot, and the team gets the rebound back, and then all that's out the window. I'm going to say DeAndre Hopkins because I've seen a guy make these throws, several of these throws on the Hail Mary before. Mr. Hail Mary himself, Aaron Rodgers. But for them to be able to do this is big for the Cardinals, Skip. And what it's done is that Kyler Murray's running down there, and he just pole vaulted himself into the MVP conversation, Skip. Maybe there were people having the conversation, and he overheard them talking about the MVP. But guess what? He's actually in the conversation right now as we speak. Deservedly so, but I'm going to say the catch because that was unbelievable over 3 people.
Okay. My turn. The catch was great, but the throw was greater because the throw on degree of difficulty was 3 times the degree of difficulty of the catch. So let's break it back down. So Kyler bolts to his left, which is for a right-handed quarterback the wrong way to be bolting because you're going to have to throw it across your body. And the first thing he has to do is he has to escape Mario Addison there for a second, who got him around the ankles. No big deal, but you have to flinch for a second and take your eyes off what all your receivers are doing. Then as he runs and accelerates to his left, here comes big old Ed Oliver, who's 6'1", 300 pounds, looming right in his face. And Kyler at 5'9", we'll give him 5'10", he throws this ball falling sideways out of bounds against his body, across his body, and manages to get enough velocity on it to get it 55 yards in the air. But more important, he manages to drop it right into the apogee of DeAndre Hopkins' leap, meaning he high points it because the ball was high pointable. Right. It was a perfect throw to a perfect spot against 3 of the, I don't know that you could find 3 better in concert DBs than those 3 in combination. If you look at Jordan Poyer, who's been playing for a long time, and Micah Hyde's one of the better safeties in the game, and Tre'Davious White is definitely one of the better corners. Yep. I couldn't pick 3 with more savvy and experience to defend that ball than those 3, okay? So But what happens at this point, the pass is so perfect that DeAndre does what he should have done. Okay, let's look at their heights. Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde are both 6 feet tall, and Tre'Davious is 5'11". Well, DeAndre's 6'1", so he's got 1 inch and 2 inches on Tre'Davious. Right. So he's got a little bit of a height advantage. Now let's go back to the combine and let's look at their verticals. Okay, DeAndre's vertical was 36 inches. It's jumping out of the gym. And you look at Poyer, he was 30.5, and Micah was 33, and Tre'Davious was 32. So on leaping ability, he's 3 inches clear on vertical of all 3 of them from their combine numbers, which weren't that long ago. And the point is, who's got the best hands of those 4 players? Well, obviously, it's what DeAndre does for a living, is he catches footballs.
Right.
How many of those kinds of catches has he made in his life from Deshaun Watson? Dozens, hundreds. It's what he does.
Well, I think the thing is, Skip, is that it's not so much how often he catches the balls because we know he has exceptional hands. It's the moment. Because we've seen guys have moments where they don't catch the ball, and they're used to, and they always catch, like, man, he never dropped those, but he dropped that one. And Skip, for him to hang in the air, think about it now, this is not a 10-yard pass where the ball is going to be right there on you. He has to time that jump perfectly, or he's going to be coming down, or he's going to be going up too soon. So everything has to be perfect from that distance.
Okay, I got it. But that's what he does best versus what they do best. Then in the end, if we could see it one more time, he gets an assist from Jordan Poyer because Poyer crashes in to Tre'Davious White, and he knocks him sideways and effectively knocks his hands a little bit off the football, right? Just a little bit off the football. I'm not saying that he would have snatched it if he had the clean shot at it, but I think it's an assist for.
Well, if he'd had the hand, if he'd took Poyer took the hand warmer pack off, he'd have got there sooner. First of all, that lets me know he was out of position because he should have never have to come from that distance in order to make that play, Skip. Like I said, if Sean McDermott should have, because I've been on teams where we call a timeout to make sure, Skip, everybody is perfect. Everybody understands their assignment. Knock the ball down. Why are they trying to intercept the ball, Skip? Some of the best advice, Skip, in my 14 years, and I had some coaches along the way, high school, from William Hall to Bill Davis, my college coach. Mike Shanahan gave me some of the best advice that any coach has ever given me, Skip. Opening my first game I played for him as a head coach in '95. I had one of the 5 best days at the time receiving. I had 10 for $180, and he called me to his office. And he showed me some plays, Skip, that I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. And he looked me dead in my eye and he said, 84, I'll never accept in a win what I wouldn't in a loss.
Okay.
You see, if you knock the ball down, now we saw Jacksonville.
But who has a chance to knock it down? He has posted up Micah Hyde and he has boxed him out. Micah Hyde has no chance to knock this ball down.
Poyer running, coming from.
Okay, all right, but I don't know who has a chance to knock it down because it's a perfect pass. It's apogee, it's high point. It's just where DeAndre can get his mitts on the football, and I don't know who can knock it down. Nobody has a clear shot at just running, jumping, knocking it down. It wasn't like, oh, anybody could have knocked that down, and you let it slip through your clutches, and he caught it through a sea of hands. His hands are the best hands. They're above because he's out jumping the other 3 because that's what he does best.
Well, somebody got that, like, somebody, I don't know who, that looks like Tre'Davious White hand with the Adidas gloves on.
Yep.
And he's got a little bit of it, but it's too late.
Okay,
because
it's
the ball
too late
is perfect
to knock it down. Okay, I could argue on their behalf that one of them should be savvy enough just to foul him because they don't usually throw a flag.
No, they don't.
So you could just, like Micah Hyde could have grabbed him or pulled him or bashed him in the back, done something. But he just, look at Micah Hyde, he just tries to play clean ball. You know, he's just trying to tip the ball out of his hands. And it did not work.
At the snap of the ball,